Daniel Cameron has already won more votes than Andy Beshear in a statewide race, and that was 4 years ago in his race for Attorney General. And now he's trying to repeat that margin as he tries to oust Beshear from the governor's office. Wave News reporter Mark Stevens profiles Cameron as part of Wave's Decision 2023 coverage.
Well, we caught up with Cameron as he was kicking off a bus tour to 31 stops across the state. In his final message to voters as part of this campaign, traditional values remains his focus.
Daniel Cameron is barnstorming the state, taking a bus tour to sell voters on his closing message in the final week of this hotly contested campaign for governor.
We can make sure that this Commonwealth is a shining city on a hill, that it is a model and an example for the rest of the nation.
The current Republican Attorney General offers a traditional conservative platform to voters, but he's able to make a personal connection to voters too, pointing out he has a young son. He wants to grow up in good schools with traditional values.
We've got a 21-month-old, and we want to make sure that this Commonwealth is the best and brightest version of itself for him.
Cameron supports Kentucky's abortion ban, although said in a radio interview he would sign a bill to increase exceptions if the supermajority Republican legislature sends him one. He wants to keep transgender children off sports teams of the opposite sex and wants to eliminate the state's income tax. He is running as hard against President Joe Biden as he is against incumbent Andy Beshear.
And this is a race about crazy versus normal. And I think it's crazy to have a governor right now who openly endorses Joe Biden.
His campaign ignored our request to have a sit-down interview with Cameron, but he made himself available as he began his bus tour.
It's time for a new governor, one who's going to make sure we have a world-class education system, one who's going to support our teachers not only in word but also in action.
Cameron would break an historic barrier, becoming the first black governor of Kentucky if elected. But it's his message of traditional values he is selling most to voters.
This is about values, about eliminating Kentucky's income tax, about making sure, again, that you have leadership in this state that is about making sure we push forward ideals that have propelled this nation since its very inception.
Now, Cameron won 113,000 more votes in his statewide race than Andy Beshear. 4 years ago, Beshear only won his race by more than 5,000 votes. Mark Stevens, Wave News.